like the air around me. Breathe in your grace. When the morning light awakens and a new day starts to rise, I can feel your loving kindness, like the sunrise in the sky. Every breath becomes a blessing. Every heartbeat sings your praise. For your mercy fills my spirit as I'm breathing in your grace. You are closer than the air I breathe. Breathing in your grace, breathing in your love. Every moment reminds me of the goodness from above. You renew my strength, you brighten every day. I'm alive because I'm breathing in your grace. There were seasons filled with sorrow, times I thought I lost my way. But your presence stayed beside me, and your mercy made a way. Hey, you restored my broken vision. You removed my fear and shame. And I found a new beginning by breathing in your grace. You are closer than the wind, closer than the air I breathe. Breathing in your grace, breathing in your love. Every moment reminds me of the goodness from above. You renew my strength, you brighten every day. I'm alive because I'm breathing. Oh, in your grace. Ooh, yeah. Through the noise and through the chaos, through the pressure of the day, your peace flows like a river, washing every fear away. Every promise you've spoken continues to remain, and my soul keeps finding comfort by breathing in your grace. You are closer than the wind, closer than the air I breathe. Breathing in your grace, breathing in your love. Every moment reminds me of the goodness from above. You renew my strength, you brighten every day. I'm alive because I'm breathing. One day when I stand in heaven and I see you shining face, I'll remember every blessing that I found through endless grace. Until then, I'll keep on praising through the sunshine and the rain. For my life is filled with purpose by breathing in your grace. You are closer than the wind, closer than the air I breathe. Breathing in your grace. time I call your name. When the shadows try to find me, and the night feels cold and long, when my heart is overwhelmed, and I don't feel very strong, I whisper your holy name. Suddenly I feel peace, like a river flowing gently, bringing comfort and relief. You are always listening. Good morning, good morning, good morning on this Tuesday morning of June 30th of 2026. We coming closer and closer to a close, y'all. So let's keep our head up for a great celebration that should be coming for the 4th of July, that everybody is going to celebrate it very patriotic and enjoy the holiday. Okay, I just wanted to just talk about this morning, but let's go into our Father's prayer about immigration and this one, Mullen telling them that they could seek some other kind of permanent residency or leave. I don't think that should have been up for discussion. Let's go into our Father's prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses. We forgive those who trespass against us. Lord, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thou you are the kingdom, the power, and all the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I don't think he should be offering any permanent residency to people who were given TPS. TPS is TPS, point blank, period. And they only came on a temporary protected status. That is now no longer in existence and it's now expired and it's time to go home. You had 26 years. You had 16 years. We can't be making people citizens come in here, anchor themselves in, have a baby, and next thing you know, they child born here and they kids going to school here for whatever time they have them here. It's time for them to leave. We ain't giving them no more loopholes, no more legal way to get into the United States. No, that shouldn't even be up for debate. And I don't even know what he's talking about because he can't speak for all the American people. There are American people right now who are displaced of housing. There are American people right now who are displaced with jobs, and I'm one of them, okay? And there are American people who have been out of work for a very long time due to the fact that y'all keep putting these foreigners in the place meant of them for cheaper labor. And I think that is very unfair. And I think it was very unfair for him to even offer such such advice. And I'm sick of it. How does it feel that everyone is laughing at me? They could laugh all they want to. People could laugh all they want to. Okay, I'm speaking my truth here, and it is what it is, and that's just too bad. Okay, you know, I just said that it's time. Is enough is enough. America say to save America is to keep America. Okay, stop letting all these breeding foreigners into United States of America because it's taking away America. They're not teaching their kids American history. They ain't teaching them the truth about American history. And they don't even respect American history. They don't even respect Americans. They get online and they say the most stupidest stuff out of their mouth about American people. And you living in their country. The Haitians, especially. I don't have much to say about the Syrians because
I just heard of them. Okay, I don't know any people from Syria or whatever those people are. I don't hear nothing from those people. I never heard from them. Don't know who they are. I don't know who's a Syrian, if I ever spoke to them or whatever. We got people living over here from all these different places. I can't tell who's from who. And that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not a good way to live. I watched a lot of villages, people from places like it live in Africa and places, and they making the best of their life. They living they, I mean, not making it the best of their life. They are living their best life in their village and around their culture and their children and their food and their animals and their everything. Those people are doing what every person of a citizen of their nation need to be doing, trying to make the best of it, trying to work through it, struggle through it, and try to overcome. Okay? We are not the saviors of the world. God, if they knew Jesus, Jesus will help them. But since they don't know him and they don't accept him, then hey, it's nothing more we can do. Because that's the whole purpose of coming to America, for your freedom in Christ. And we gave you everything you need so you can take it back and go back and rebuild your country and go back and take care of the people in your country. We showed you everything we can from the Bible of how we should live. I ain't saying everything, but we gave you the basics, okay? We gave you the basics. So now it's time for you to try to use it. And everything you could do here in the United States of America, you could take it home and do it there, okay? You could go be a nurse in your own country. You could go be a scientist, whatever the hell you want to become to help your people in your own country. These are the things you could take back with you and use them. You could use your nursing skills, your culinary skills, whatever it is. They cook all goddamn day long over there in Africa and in their little villages. Thank you. You approve this message. I know that's right. You know, everything they have, they can take it back to their country and use it. They brag about their degrees. They take your degrees and use them in your country. Who's going to do the nursing? There's plenty of black nurses. There's plenty of people out here that's looking for a job as a LPN, a RN, or even a nurse's assistant. I know plenty of people in that field, and they haven't been working steady because these foreigners keep coming and taking their jobs. They keep hiring these foreigners. I know a lot of people who who work in that field of nursing, and they work very hard, and they're American. Don't all them jobs they saying Americans don't want? That's a devil's lie. At this point, Americans will take any job to put food on the table, to pay the rent, and to feed their children. So don't listen to the bullshit. We don't need nobody to come and replace us. We don't need nobody to come and do our jobs for us. We don't even need people to make our clothes or nothing for us in their country. We can do it right here in the United States of America. We've been doing it before, and we could do it again. Okay, made in the USA. That's right. Our cotton T-shirts and Hanes underwears and all of that stuff that was made here in the United States of America. We could go back and doing it and kick these people out of the United States of America and let them stay in their own country. And everything they can do over here, they could do it over there. We don't need foreigners. Only time people were supposed to be jobs were supposed to be is when it was in demand. It's not in demand in America anymore because mostly everybody in America have skills. The majority of American, unless they have some kind of handicap or whatever, they can't do to fulfill those jobs. And even the handicapped people got jobs, okay? That can do certain jobs. But I'm just saying, we don't need no demand for people to be coming over here, overcrowding our cities and bringing all of their trash here to the United States. Look at Haiti. It's filthy. It's dirty. It's disgusting. Why would you want people like that to live in your house? Because they're going to have your house looking the same way their house look. Dirty, nasty, and disgusting. You shouldn't be letting nobody in our country, especially when their country is in ruins like that. They need to stay in their own country and fix it and clean it up. Maybe they should allow these other nations or whatever make the decisions of who they're going to decide to put presidency over their nation and get them gangs out of Haiti. Those are the things they need to be in Haiti fighting for. How to get the government to get these things out of the out of Haiti. Get barbecue and his crew the fuck out of Haiti. Bring in some military force to get them the fuck out, to clean up Haiti. That's all y'all got to do. And then as y'all doing it, y'all can start your infrastructure. Y'all can start building your government. Y'all can start building housing for people to live in that is clean and decent. Get rid of all the sewage in the damn streets and all over the damn paved, all over the village and everything where people live at. All the bottles and plastic bottles and trash that y'all living in Haiti. Y'all could do that shit over there in Haiti. We don't need y'all help. Y'all need to go and clean y'all country up and stop coming over here being insulting Americans and being disrespectful. And America took y'all in, and America been too nice, and for him to be giving y'all another chance, no, we ain't giving no more chance. America is closed. Point blank, period. They coming over here, they creating their own gangs, crimes. You can't save people that don't want to be saved. If they want to be saved, they'll pack up and be ready to go back to their country and do the things they need to do to get it right over there. They don't want to be saved. They displacing the jobs of the American people. And they making the American people life here very uncomfortable. And we shouldn't have to live like this in our own country. Time for them to go home. No offering nothing. No temporary, no permanent status, no none of that. Send them and they whole families home. They've been here for 26 years. Yeah, clean house. Clean house. Send them all back to their country. They could go be doctors, lawyers, engineers, whatever the hell they need, because they sure need it over there in Haiti, and we don't need it here, United States of America. We can do our own damn jobs. Listen to this news clip that I got, and I'm getting out of here because I got to get out of here. But I didn't want to stay long. I just wanted to just come with this part real quick.
Urging foreign nationals under temporary protected status to take action.
The secretary urging them to either apply for another legal immigration status or accept federal assistance to return to their home countries.
Temporary protected status was never intended to be permanent. And there's a lot of people that came over here 15, 20 years ago underneath TPS that's already changed their status. These individuals have a couple of choices. They can try to apply for a permanent residence here. They can apply for a temporary visa if they choose to, or they can choose to go back. And if they want to go back, we'll help them with that. If I'm talking directly to the individuals with the temporary protected status,
Stephen Miller said no. Okay, and he means no, and he said no offering them none of that. He only thing he gonna offer them is to go to another country that will take them in, if that's what they need to go. They don't have to go home back to Haiti, but they can go to another country that will take them in. They gotta leave. They've been here too long. 26 years, 16 years is way too long overdue.
either try to fill out the paperwork and be here underneath a permanent status, or we'll help you get back to your country. We'll actually give you...
Mullen telling CNN those who choose to leave voluntarily will receive a plane ticket and about $2,100 in resettlement assistance. The comments come days after the Supreme Court allowed the administration to end temporary protected status for people from Haiti and Syria. According to the Congressional Research Service, nearly 1.3 million people from 17 countries held temporary protected status.
That's too many
March
people.
2025.
That's way too many people. Way too many people. And then you got to understand, these people multiply. They're going to have kids. They're going to start having children. They're going to try to raise their children here in the United States. That's why they're doing this thing on birthright citizenship. Birthright citizen. And they've been saying how people been coming in temporary protected status or coming here on vacation or whatever for a temporary stay. And they've been having children, and their children became anchor babies, and they become American, and then all of a sudden they get to stay in the United States and go to school in the United States and grow up in the United States. Hell fucking no. Take they goddamn kids back and let them remote produce over there. See, God has a saying about this. about when people come into other people's nations and when people come in other people's countries and they keep out multiplying and doing all these things. These things cause problems in the world. I don't understand how anybody could remember Hitler. What pissed Hitler off? What made Hitler become the most evilest, disgustingest, you know, inhumane person in the world is because these are the things that Hitler had to deal with, but he didn't deal with it in the right way. By killing people and putting them in concentration camp, they were multiplying. They were taking over the country. And if you look at every story in the Bible, that's what happened. When the people start multiplying and they start having more, wearing out the citizenship or whatever of the country, of the natural people that are from that place, that's when wars break out because they have to eliminate things, and God allows it to happen. And that's how people get caught in bondage and to say and being slaves and in captivity and everything because they don't listen to the word of God and they get driven off their land. They go moving into other. We could go in the Bible and we could read this stuff. Nothing I'm saying to you is wrong in the sight of God as long as it's coming from scripture. God even said himself certain things should not take root in your nation. And he leaves that to you to figure it out, to use your godly wisdom. I can't even have a conversation with somebody about the American story, about some things that I know from history in America, from American history, without these immigrants. If I'm having this conversation with immigrants without them taking offense to it, I can't talk about the greatness of my nation without you being offended. Y'all shouldn't even be teaching our kids in their schools. We shouldn't even be hiring illegals to be teaching or immigrants to teach our children. Unless they here on a certain kind of education, like thing of that, and they only here temporarily. They only here for a certain amount of time. But I'm just saying, for our school system and everything, we need to get more American teachers in our schools. I mean, actually born in America, went to school in America, know the American way, American teaching strategy and everything. All of this crazy fucking foreign shit y'all keep pumping into our kids. Our kids goddamn crazy. These people need to go back to their country. They need to get somebody to come in and throw all them damn gangs out of the city of Port-au-Prince, clean up the gangs, do some shit like what's his name did over there in El Salvador. That's what he might have to do. Just clean up. Get that, take the whole, that the military just come in and take all of those people out of Haiti or put them in some kind of jail or whatever because they lunatics and they sick and they crazy and they making your country look bad. They tearing down your country. That's what y'all need to do. Fight to get them gangs out of Haiti. Y'all need to go to your own country and do it because only Haiti could do it. America can't do it and no other person can do it but Haiti. And if another nation have to come in and do it, then that country becomes that nation. Okay, and it becomes that nation, and you're gonna have to you have no more rights over your country. Okay, we get to do what we want to do to you. You got to be crazy to be leaving your country to go live in somebody else's country and want to claim citizenship in somebody else's country without fighting for your own country first. You gotta be freaking. They intentions were never to come here to be here temporarily. Their intentions were to come permanently. They got a little. They need to go tear down that little Haiti over there in Florida and in New York and everything, because ain't no little Haiti here. This is America, okay? You don't put nothing up there but American things, the name and everything for the American people. This ain't Haiti, and you ain't making this Haiti. It's time for America to wake up and keep the name of America and then have America look back like her natural self. And get these foreigners out of here. Yep. Let's listen to this
Mullen
video.
says deportations this year are on pace to surpass last year's total within the next several weeks. The secretary saying the administration is prioritizing immigrants with final deportation orders, felony records, and denied asylum claims.
Yeah, because people think automatically because they born here, they American. You're not American. You don't have the American spirit. You don't think, listen, you could be born someplace but don't have the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? And in America, we got the eagle. That's the spirit. It's the spirit. You don't have the American spirit. You didn't come here with the American spirit. You came here for profit. You came here to steal. You came here to lie, to cheat, and all that other stuff. You ain't here to be an American. Look at all of them that been living here all this time, and they still out there in the street calling America all kind of names and making shouts and trance and I mean chants and marching down the street you with their flags and banners on them. You are not an American. An American live by the American rules, live by the American law, live by the Constitution. And when they want to correct something, they correct within the framework of the Constitution, like the birthright citizenship and the things with illegals and immigration. Those are within the Constitution that we're working within the framework that needs to be corrected. Okay? Because now immigration needs to be corrected. We don't change nothing. We just correct it within the framework of our Constitution. Y'all come to try to change our Constitution, not correct it. So that's the difference. And that's why I say you're not going to be an American no matter how much you try. You could be here for 50 years and don't be an American. And it happens, and we see it happen all the time. That's why there should be no longer no businesses coming in the United States and ain't no American working in that business. Because when you bring your business here, it becomes ours too. Okay? And I don't think no American or anybody should be shut outside the door. If even if it's a private owned company, it cannot operate business in America and they don't hire American employees. And I'm talking about American employees. That mean black Americans as well. When I say Americans, okay? We are not excluded. We are American. We are more American than a whole lot of other people come here. We the most American. We the most patriot Americans. And that's why we saying we want you to go home and build your own nation and get out of our country. You've been here long enough. We've been patient enough. It's been 26 years, 16 years. How much, if we was in your country, that wouldn't even go on that long. Come on. Stop it. We're not being unfair. It's time for y'all to leave. And I don't feel sorry when I start dragging your asses out. I ain't gonna feel sorry not one bit. I'm gonna sit here with my popcorn and be entertained. They disrespectful. If they were nice people and they came here quietly, they wasn't online and going online and attacking black Americans and saying the things they saying about black Americans, I wouldn't even be having this discussion. But they've been very disrespectful, especially to black Americans. And it's time now that they learn the hard way and they get the hell up on out of America. I'm sick of them. And with that being said, God bless you. You all have a wonderful and blessed Tuesday. And I'll probably come back with you all later. I got to get myself together and get out of here and get my day going. So with that being said, peace out.